Hello and welcome to Hotcakes Commerce. This video is going to walk you through the integration pipeline and how to use this in your Hotcakes Commerce websites. So first thing is understanding the need for an integration extension. So if you think about the different places where you can do integrations, so the first piece is in your custom views. So you can override kind of what the custom views look like, and that's a place for you to put in some custom C# code, and that's in part of the rendering. You can also create your own partial views and partial controllers that allows you to put your own server-side code, code that accesses data, whatever you want to do, you can do in a custom view and a controller. Now, if you think about it, though, that is code that's rendered when the page renders. That does not include anything on the post side, right? So if you think about when a view is posted, or one of the it's when it clicks the add to cart button, for example, you're able to add in some custom code that would check against, maybe, well, let's use the example, you have an external inventory system, and you want to check before the page is rendered that you have inventory in the external system to fulfill the request for this product. Now, let's say that you need to then check the inventory system again before you allow the product to be added to the cart. Now, you would be able to handle that in the page load with the external check, but you wouldn't be able to handle that in the page load, or through a view modification, or with a partial view and controller when the add to cart button was clicked. And so what we created was an integration pipeline. An integration pipeline is a place for you to add code that's executed before specified actions are executed. So if you think about the different places where we have this, one is on the add to cart button. The next is on the checkout button, on the cart page, and then the actual checkout. There is a before payment action. So basically, those three actions are where you can add your own actions. And then what we do is we give you the ability to add custom code that executes there, and you can either return true or return false with a failure message. And so what we're going to do now is just kind of walk you through how to do that. All right, so let's jump out of the deck and let's jump over to the VO. So over here, we're looking at the download page here. So if I go ahead and take a look at the development downloads, we can see that we have a sample integration Visual Studio solution. So I'll go ahead and download that. And when that comes down, I can take a look there. We can see that we have a Visual Studio solution with some integration code right there. I'm going to pull up my folder where I'm doing all the test work. And so we've got this Hotcakes video folder, and this is where my DNN install and my Hotcakes install all live. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this and paste it over into the solution here. I'm going to go ahead and let it copy and merge in what it's pasting into, and then let's just go ahead and open up that My Integration solution that we just dropped in there. So when this opens up, what we'll see is that we have those couple of different integration points that we talked about. And what we did was we created the actual integration points for you. So all you have to do is just insert your code, and there's a nice little example here. So it should be pretty easy to follow the example that we've got for you. We have 3 different integration points. So we have cart, checkout, and product integration. And so if you remember again that we on the cart we have before product added to cart, and so what you can see is that this integrates an interface called iProduct integration, and this does all this for you already. And then you can see this returns an integration result. And so what we can do is check inventory in external system. If it is not available, return false. I'm sorry. Return aborted is true. If it is available, then just continue as normal. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do here is we have this return new integration result. So the first thing we're going to do is if true is false, then we're going to return the integration result. So this is, we'll say this is our inventory check. And so if the inventory is not available in the external system, else return new integration result. was aborted equals false. Okay, so obviously if true equals false is always going to evaluate to false, and so this would never pass. So let's just go ahead and make this if true equals true. And let's go ahead and build this. Now one thing that we need to do, by default we don't build this to your external bin folder, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into the properties, go to build, and I'm going to tell this to build directly to the root bin folder. Okay. Now when I do that, we are going to have an issue with the references because we have a duplicate reference. And so go ahead and build, and now that's built to the external folder. And so when I refresh this, if I refresh this one, this is my Hotcakes installation. When I refresh this, we'll let it re-JIT because we just put a new DLL into the bin. And once this re-JITs, then we'll be able to go to the extensibility page and we'll be able to pick this as our new integration. So I'll go to admin, extensibility, and under product integration, I'll be able to pick that my company.myintegration.myproduct integration, and let's go ahead and save changes. So now that's the product integration that's being used for this site. And what I can do is I can go to the store. Actually, let's just do this. Just go directly to a product. Let's go to the blue bracelet. Okay, so if I click add to cart, we got this my test product integration, product name, blue bracelet. And so what this showed was that this product integration was being executed, and so we show the abort message. Now, so basically what you're able to do is you're able to intercept this as it's being added, and you can run code that either just runs silently or checks some kind of external condition and will block the continuation of the action if you need to block that from continuing. So this is available, as I said, for the add to product. It's also available on the checkout before checkout's completed, and this is available on the before. I already showed that one. This is available on the cart, so before proceed to checkout. So let's just go ahead and come back over to the My Product integration. And what I'm going to show you real quick is just attaching to the worker process. Let's just go ahead and F9. And so let's go ahead and add this to the cart. So this is being picked up by the debugger. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell this to skip. Actually, how can I do that? There we go. Okay, so that should, it still gave us that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the debugging. And let's set this to true equals false. That'll be easier. Okay, so I rebuilt that. Go ahead and refresh the page. So now when I add to cart, that's going to proceed without being intercepted by the integration pipeline. And so then this takes us to the shopping cart page. And so the cart page, if you remember, there were 3 integration points. One was the product, which we already showed. Next is the cart. So this is before proceed to checkout. And so if we had any kind of integration happening here, then this would execute here. If we don't, so this takes us to the checkout page. It's the nag message. And so then the last one is just before placing the order, and so that would be the checkout integration before checkout completed. So that is the integration pipeline. Pretty straightforward, but definitely gives you a couple of options to be able to make some changes there and to add some custom code in there. We'll definitely tell you to check out the Learn section on the Hotcakes Commerce site. If you didn't see this video there, I will say that we have some content there, including other videos. We'd love to hear your feedback, so check out the community page on our website. And, participate in some of the discussions that are happening, in the forums, or suggest new features, or give us just your general feedback. And then, of course, if we can help you in any way, shoot us an email at support@hotcakescommerce.com. And of course, if we can provide licensing for you, we'd love to do that. Just email us at sales@hotcakescommerce.com. Thanks again. I hope this helped.